Michelle Duchek joins me now, reference librarian from the Lloydminster Public Library. Thanks for taking some time to talk with me today, Michelle.
Well, it's nice to be here.
So obviously the library is now moving into another phase of the reopening to the public. So express service is now available, and there's some in-person kind of contact happening now. But can you just kind of go through what people can expect?
Well, there's a few things. When you arrive, we do require masks. If you do not have a mask, we will provide you one. Because of Saskatchewan health guidelines, we do limit the number of people who are in the library at any one time. So if we suddenly get a rush, you may be asked to wait. We're also asking that people limit their time in the library to about half an hour. You're allowed to browse certain parts of the collection, and half the library is blocked off. And if there's anything in that part of the library you'd like to have, we will retrieve them for you. But we're not allowing people into the back half of the library. You can browse the children's section, the videos, the paperbacks, the just arrived, so the new books. That's pretty much it right now. And the audiobooks, right? The audiobooks, I forgot about those.
Are people able to use the computers at the library during this time?
We have 4 internet stations set up, and they will be allowed to use the computers for half an hour for the internet. Again, because we want to restrict the amount of time people are in the library, so they'll do that.
And how excited are you to be able to have people actually in person in the library?
I am. This morning, I helped a young person was looking for something, and we found something, and it was in the back end of the library. So while they were looking for other stuff, I went and found the books that they wanted, and they were happy. It's nice to see people, even though we can only see their eyes because they're all wearing masks. And it's nice to get that personal contact back. We are people who like to be around people. We were starting to maybe get a little tired of just seeing the same, half dozen, dozen people every day. It's like nice to have other people to look at. And we're hoping that people will take advantage of this, but also to remember to keep safe.
So another question I had was just about people coming. So are there people that, obviously you guys have had kind of services through this entire time online and kind of limited exposure, but are there people who kind of are now finally getting back to the library for the first time?
There are some. We had actually our first customer on Wednesday came to pick up holds, and I had arranged for some holds, and she said she was going to be in town, and she came to pick them up, and then I ran into her. She was our very first customer, so she actually got to borrow the stuff at a desk with some contact with a person. She didn't stay to browse, but she was happy to do that. We've had other people come in. We've got some people starting to know that we've got computers that they can come in to do some internet. We're also allowing up to 20 pages of free black and white printing when they're on the internet, so that we're trying to limit the amount of exposure we do have. Mm-hmm. We hope people will follow our guidelines. We are just trying to be safe. We are also, as part of the express service, blocking off the hours between 10 and 11. We want, just like the grocery store, have that early shopping for people who are at risk. We hope that between 10 and 11, that people will sort of respect that we want that for the people who are at risk, the vulnerable people, so that they can come in.
And what are the hours for the library? Are they the same as they were before, or is there any changes besides the first hour for people who are vulnerable?
Our hours are 10 to 5:30 Monday to Friday.
Perfect.
That gives time for us to, when we shut our doors at 5:30, to get ready for the next day, wipe things down. We will constantly be cleaning things, wiping things down throughout the day, again, to make people feel safe, to make us feel safe, to make everybody safe.
And for people who, just before we go, that maybe don't have a library card or are interested in learning more, should that be something that they call ahead for, or can people come in to get a library card in person?
That is one of the things they can do now. They can get a library card, and they can come in, and as long as they bring in some proof of identity and residency, they can get a library card and then borrow stuff and they can still sign up for a virtual card online and use our electronic stuff, but they can get an actual physical card if they'd like.
And for people who are you guys still offering the curbside pickup as well for people maybe who don't want to come in?
It's going to be a little bit different because our door is going to be open. So we can't do the complete thing, but they can pick up their holds and just come in, do that, leave right away. They're not going to, they don't have to wander if they don't want to. And again, right now we're not like overrun with people, but we're hoping as the word spreads that more people will come in and pick their books. One of the things we also do is anything that people browse but they don't take out, we will quarantine just like we would quarantine returns for 5 days.
Awesome.
We always ask people, like, if you're going to, like, you know, wander through the browse, don't take every book off the shelf, because every book then that means for 5 days no one else can look at it.
Well, thanks for taking some time to talk with me today, Michelle. It's great that people are able to get out and look in person for books and maybe see something that they didn't know they wanted to read, but now we'll pick up at the library. So thanks for taking some time today.
Oh, you're welcome. And hey, come on, we missed you.